Most of us know that our time in life is limited, but do we really understand? Do we really absorb this? In our head, we know, but until we're faced to really think about it, it somehow just slips away, the idea of it. Days go by, months, and eventually decades. And before you know it, you're faced with something that makes you have to think about it. Whether this is because you woke up one day and saw your aging profile in the mirror like I did at age 60 on my 60th birthday, or you lose someone whose life is cut short like my 27-year-old daughter's was, and you wish you had more time. Maybe a loved one's diagnosis leaves you wishing you had more time. Maybe you don't think about it much until something like this happens. Then, and mostly only then, we have no choice but to think about it. If you had infinite time to live your life, how might you live it differently? What if instead you were told that you had limited time? How might you live it differently? For some, this becomes more real when we're at the end or closer to the end. If you were to ask someone in that situation how they would live their life differently, what do you think they would say? Time is the root of life and the gift of life at the same time. It can take everything away from you in a second, like it did when I lost my daughter. Or in a flash, it can become the most precious gift of all when given more of it in a health scare crisis. So here's the big question. What do we do with all that? How do you live your life with this in mind? How can your life change? Truly understanding that time is the most precious gift in our lives. I don't need to tell you this. You already know. Yet, you live your life day after day, year after year, until something happens and you're faced to look at it. What do you see when this happens? Do you see time well spent? Are the things that you value in life the same things that you spend your time doing? Or did those important, precious, and valuable things slip by you while your systematic life stole your time from you? I woke up one day during my aging process and was forced to think about it. As the time behind me got farther and farther away, but the time in front of me got shorter and shorter, I wondered, what stole my time from me? Despite how smart I am and how in tune I am with life, I realized how I gave my time away to happenstance and daily living at 60 years old. What I have now learned is if I could go back and do it all again, I would do it differently. I know you already know this. I know you've heard it 1,000 times. The message I'm giving you is not anything new. But maybe just listen to me deeply and pause that thing in your head right now that's telling you that I'm not saying anything different than what you already know. Because I am. I'm saying it differently. I'm asking you to pause and really think about it. I want you to win. I don't want you to have regret in the end. How do you live your life? Look at your past few years. Look at your day yesterday and earlier today. Think about it through the lens of time. Were your moments intentional? Were they played out as if time mattered? If time was how you measured every moment, might you live it differently? Might that rushed morning routine change a little and turn out different and feel different looking through this lens? Might that call from an old friend or your parent touch you in another way instead of feeling like it was taking up your time? Might you see it as a gift, a light in your day, a moment to pause and absorb that argument with your partner? Might it end differently and promptly should you realize that you were running out of time with them? Would you change the way you're living right now? Or would you just let it all slip away like so much of your life already has? Ask anyone facing the end of time or who has lost precious time. They will tell you, but will you listen? This sums up pretty much everything that I have learned about life at age 60.